Next big story of the day is the No Kings protest spreads across the nation, right? Now, many of you that know me already know that I think protesting is a waste of time. The reason I think it's a waste of time is because even if you get 1 million people to show up to your protest, that's one out of 1/300th of the population. There's 300 plus million people in the United States. So if you get 1 million of them to show up, that's only 1/300th of the population. It's not even enough of it to even dent anything, right? Do want to about what the No Kings protest is basically talking about. It's talking about opposing authoritarian tendencies in the Donald Trump administration. Now, the precedent that Donald Trump is using came about during the Obama administration after the second term, the midterm elections in the Obama administration, right? Basically, what happens is new party comes into power. That that party certain things passed, and the people that don't like what got passed get upset, and you switch up the senators, right? So you end up with a Democrat president and a Republican Senate and House majority, right? So then you basically then the next 2 years can't do anything. So what ends up happening is it basically gives more power to the president, and the president ends up doing everything by executive order, right? Really what realized is that, you know, an abnormal amount of judiciary seats came up in the Supreme Court during Trump's first term. And so the Supreme Court has had its liberal justices replaced with conservative justices. And they believe that there's no real checks and balance between what the president wants and what's actually legal in the Constitution, right? You got to keep in mind that these judges are supposed to be impartial. Obviously, it's hard to be impartial as a human, but they're supposed to be impartial and just supposed to uphold what the Constitution says, right? Unless you change the Constitution through an amendment, you're basically supposed to uphold what the Constitution says, right? People are human and are made, stuff like that, right? Basically, what the protest is about is that basically Donald Trump is using the precedent that Obama took to make executive orders to do everything instead of going through Congress, right?